Well hello you little scamps, it's James from 6 and welcome to another top 5 list. What's the first thing you think of when someone mentions the Whispers of the Old Gods expansion? That's right, tentacles. Tentacle minions, tentacle gods, tentacle arms, tentacle legs, tentacle faces and tentacle tentacles. You would have thought with all these tentacles Blizzard would have at least included my top 5 tentacles I'd like to see in Hearthstone. Well they didn't, and it makes me physically sick, I tell you. Number 5. Ozumat. Ozumat has a lot of tentacles. The father of all Kraken, he was once thought to be a myth, but in the Cataclysm expansion, Ozumat turned out to be very real. The creature had been bound to the will of the Naga, assisting the Old Gods. Ozumat was used to help the Naga defeat the mighty but untentacled Tidehunter Neptulon, and claim his elemental plane, the Throne of Tides, for their own. Number 4. Terestian's Stranglestaff. Tentacles for arms are great, but where's the reach? Put those tentacles on the end of a long stick, now we're in business. Terestian Ilhoof was a boss in the raid Karazhan, the home of the last Guardian Medivh. This satyr was responsible for the death of Dalgan, a human paladin that ventured to save some missing villagers that were rumoured to be within Karazhan. Many years later, Dalgan's daughter, Lyran, raised by dwarves and the only human to earn her own legendary Stormhammer, came to Karazhan and smashed Terestian's head in. Most commonly used by druids in WoW, this staff could have been Malfurion's first proper weapon, instead of biting people, which is a dirty habit. Number 3. The Madness of Deathwing. That's right, I want 3 Deathwing cards. The Madness of Deathwing was the underwhelming final raid encounter of the Cataclysm expansion. Deathwing had finally been torn apart by the devastating power within him, his body unable to contain the tentacle power within. In this new shambling form, Deathwing had the potential to unleash enough power to destroy the world. You can tell he was powerful because he didn't just have tentacles, he had burning tentacles. Number 2. Darumu the Forgotten. A boss in the Throne of Thunder raid, there's definitely a pattern emerging in this list. Darumu was a twisted invention created at the behest of the Thunder King, Lei Shen. The king wished for his Mogu sorcerers to create a being that could see into the hearts of his followers and ascertain whether they sought to betray their king. Around 12,200 years ago, when the Thunder King died, Darumu hid itself away, fading into obscurity. When the king was resurrected in the Mists of Pandaria expansion, Darumu and his tentacles came out of hiding. Number 1. Warlock Tier 13. Looking for something even better than tentacles for arms and tentacles on the end of a staff? Roll a Warlock. Warlocks love tentacles so much they made clothes out of them, stuffing them in their mouths and draping them over their shoulders. That's commitment. In all seriousness though, it'll be quite interesting to see how other equipment could be implemented in Hearthstone. How would you guys do it? You can't have an uneven amount of tentacles, that wouldn't do. And it's 6 gamers, so let's have a bonus one. A squid. You can fish them up in World of Warcraft and grill those suckers up for a little gourmet on the go. I think a corrupted refreshments vendor could serve up the seafood that most represents his evil masters, the Old Gods. You know, instead of funnel cakes, tentacle cakes. Oh, the evil, the delicious evil. Anyway, what tentacles do you think Blizzard missed out from Warcraft mythology? Are you as outraged as I am? I bet you are. Send a message to Blizzard by liking, subscribing and sharing this video with your friends so they can join our call to arms, or, you know, call to tentacles. Or you can stay at home and hit the dislike button. I've been James and you've been listening to me struggling to avoid mentioning anime for a good 3 minutes. Stop it! Happy Hearthstoning.